Hi Hasib, I'm just doing this video to give you some feedback. I'm not clear on everything that you were asking, but I'll sort of have a look at this model anyway. First thing I noticed is that actually the shaders have changed quite a bit. So it used to look like this, which was quite cool. This was Andy's work, and it tapers off at the bottom and everything, and it's got a nice sort of glow to it and nice colours. And now it's kind of gone blue and it doesn't taper off at the bottom, so I'm not quite sure what you've changed there, but it would be good to get it to go back to that and keep all the colours in a sort of consistent range, because at the moment this shape here is a completely different colour to all of these parts around here. So that's one thing. I'm not quite sure I understand all of the controls you've got in here. I get that this we use to move the whole thing, that's cool. This allows you to move the target around, which is quite good, although admittedly it'd be nice if the center of that was down here, then it would be possible to constrain it to follow a particular object or something like that. That would be quite good. Seems a little odd to actually grab this and doesn't move the whole thing, but never mind. So I assume that all the controls you have here on the right are out of date and that you've changed these, because none of these seem to do anything anymore. I could be wrong, but I'm guessing you've updated that to over here now. But I've been playing around with these and I'm trying to figure out a few things. That's great, seems to do the job nicely. This is working, but I don't really understand the sort of the randomness factor, because at the moment it's not really doing it in any way that looks all that good at the moment. So I'm not sure. I don't seem to be able to change anything. I don't know what the seed or the random values do, because so far I can't actually get them to change anything. Health is working. Love that. That's really cool. That's more than we could have expected. That's very, very cool indeed. And same for that. Really like that. Did a good job on that. I've actually moved the heart over to where it should be and at a more reasonable size, because I don't want to be slap bang in the middle. It's supposed to be offset a little bit just to represent that's where the heart is. Now on the heart, there seems to be a few things here to do with the size. I think that that might have been on the other controller actually. Heart amp speed, no, maybe it's on this one. What does speed mean? What's heart speed? Is there some sort of formula in there for making it animate? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realise that. Oh, crikey. Okay. There's a lot of things going on here that I didn't realise. Right, let's have a look at this. Bars, seed, bars, scale. Ah, that's more like it. I was going to say I didn't have any random bars, so that's much better. Not quite understanding the change of colour in there yet. Is there something animating that's controlling that? Because it needs to stay the same, it doesn't need to keep changing on every frame. If I could figure out which one of these keeps it. Hang on, what do these do then? Nope. Now, I have to admit, it'd be really great if we could have an explanation for what each of these controllers is meant to do and how to use them, because so far I've only managed to figure out about a handful of them. Alright, so we've got heart offset and heart. What's the difference? Heart amp doesn't seem to be doing anything. Then we've got this one here. What's that? No idea what that is. Projections. No, I don't know what that is, I'm afraid. So there's quite a few things I'm not quite clear on how they work, and the big thing really is just trying to get it to come back to looking more like this. I had a look at your 3D thing, but I think we've been going down the wrong route with this. It doesn't look very good. It doesn't fit in with the look of the overall hologram, and I think it's just going to confuse people. I played around with the features of it, but I'm not a fan of it. I'd prefer to stick to the 2D one. And in actual fact, it's so easy to get a little bit of change and variation in this that, I mean, I don't know why we'd bother having a 3D one at all. It's just much nicer. I mean, I would have thought that we could probably rig something up, some sort of blend shape, for example, that could include that, and it might even be possible to include into the edges of the blend shape these inner sides here and all around here, so that when this deforms, it would take all of those parts with it, if you see what I mean. But if not, then, you know, something like this will have to do. But I mean, I could quite happily make a blend shape just to do the top half control and the bottom half controls to make that work. I mean, it doesn't seem very complicated to me. I could easily do that myself. But if you want to have a go at that, jump on it. If not, you can just finish up what you have done, and I'll finish it off for you. So then I guess the main thing really is just this scale up thing. Let's see what that's doing now. Ah, okay. That's much more impressive. It wasn't doing that before. Right, okay. That's cool. I'm not quite sure. Why is it that at a different frame range I was getting different results? Anyway, that's pretty cool now. Now I just can't quite figure out how to make it all go down. If we could get some sort of explanation of the controls, that would be really handy. Otherwise, I think there's a lot of, all the right stuff is in there. It's just a question of turning it into exactly what into a control set that we know how to use. I think those are the main things I wanted to address. Yeah, so thanks a lot, and let me know if you have any other questions.